In an increasingly digital world, cyber attacks are a growing concern. One form of cyber attack is ransomware. This presentation will discuss ransomware, how it affects healthcare, legal and ethical issues associated with ransomware, and ways to prevent ransomware attacks. Ransomware is a form of malicious software, or malware, that denies users access to data unless a ransom is paid. Typically, this ransom must be paid in a difficult-to-trace digital currency, such as Bitcoin. The ransomware either encrypts the files in question or blocks access to them in some other way. In theory, once the ransom is paid, the hacker will give the user a decryption key to regain access to their files. There is, however, no guarantee that the files will be returned after the ransom is paid. Ransomware can spread in several ways. Sometimes it requires actions from the user. Examples would include clicking on links or downloading files. Oftentimes, these links or files can be sent through phishing emails. In this case, an email is sent to users phishing for someone foolish enough to download the malware. Not all ransomware requires user action, however. The malware can also spread through flaws in computer systems. In May of 2017, a massive ransomware attack known as WannaCry spread through a flaw in the Microsoft Windows operating system. Hundreds of thousands of computers were affected. Microsoft released a patch to fix this flaw, but many people did not have their systems up to date. So why is ransomware a danger to patients? Between 2009 and 2016, close to 2,000 hospital data breaches were reported. In these cases, there was unauthorized access to private patient information. Besides privacy concerns, ransomware attacks on healthcare can have other very serious consequences. Imagine a ransomware attack locked down electronic health records in a hospital. Providers would be unable to review test results or imaging, unable to review patient history, unable to see what medications a patient had been given, and potentially even unable to access medications stored in electronic cabinets. This could cause serious delays in care. Stolen patient information could also be used for identity theft or blackmail. Ethical issues. Healthcare workers have a moral obligation to keep sensitive patient information confidential. If a hacker is able to steal this information, the healthcare facility has failed to uphold patient confidentiality. It is imperative that a high-quality security system is in place, that staff are properly educated concerning cyber attacks. A hospital that has any type of information breach can incur civic and criminal penalties under the Health Insurance Portability and Accountability Act of 1996, better known as HIPAA. Obviously, hospitals want to avoid investigation. HIPAA violations and the fines can be quite expensive. In addition to penalties related to HIPAA, patients also have the right to file a lawsuit against providers who delayed, withheld, or botched treatment because of a ransomware attack. The idea is that the provider should have had a better security system in place or a backup system to continue the same level of care regardless of the state of the computer system. There are several steps facilities can take to lower the risk of ransomware attacks. First, all staff must be properly educated on computer safety and malware awareness. Suspicious files should not be opened, attachments from unknown email addresses should not be downloaded, files should only be downloaded from reputable websites, and finally, users should never give information to unknown email addresses. It's very important that an effective security system is in place. This could include anti-malware software or any number of other solutions. Computers must be kept up to date. As seen with the WannaCry attack, weaknesses in operating systems can be exploited. It is important to install security patches that address these flaws in a timely fashion. Finally, it is very important to have a backup system in place. In the event that a ransomware attack actually did take place, a high-quality backup system would still allow providers to access patient information. Staff should be prepared to continue operations even if the computer system fails. In conclusion, It is important to remember that ransomware is a serious concern in the digital age of healthcare. There are many safety, ethical, and legal issues created by ransomware attacks. Healthcare workers can take several steps to help prevent ransomware attacks. Being educated and prepared can make a huge difference in the protection of patient information.